Picture a phone call from your grandson, his exact voice, panicking, begging for bail money. It isn't him. It's a machine. In 2026, that's the scam quietly draining retirees. Criminals have traded clumsy emails for AI voices, fake Medicare reps, and Social Security suspension letters that look completely real. They target us on purpose because they know a lifetime of savings sits in our 401k SES and IRAs. One rushed decision can undo decades of careful planning. Let me show you exactly how these scams work now, and the simple habits that stop every single one of them. The last one is the habit almost nobody uses. Scammers now exploit real-time data breaches to personalize attacks, mentioning your actual 401k, provider, or referencing recent Medicare claims. They've moved beyond generic phishing to urgent IRS alerts about IRA withdrawals, complete with spoofed caller IDs matching government numbers. A growing tactic involves fake financial advisor cold calls offering required 401k rollovers, complete with forged DOL documents. Some fraudsters even hijack entire phone carriers to intercept two-factor authentication codes. The latest twist? AI-generated video calls impersonating family members requesting emergency Roth IRA withdrawals. Law enforcement reports a sharp rise in trusted contact scams where criminals pose as relatives added to your brokerage account. These aren't amateur cons. They're industrialized operations buying leaked data from dark web marketplaces specializing in retirement portfolios. Even wire transfer warnings at banks get bypassed with fake fraud verification calls immediately after you initiate a legitimate transaction. Your Social Security number isn't just stolen, it's weaponized to freeze your real accounts while criminals open new ones in your name. You've spent decades building your retirement savings, your 401k, IRA, or that pension you counted on. But here's the hard truth. Criminals see that nest egg as their bullseye. Retirees are prime targets because we're perceived as having more savings, less tech-savvy, and a tendency to trust. Scammers exploit every vulnerability. They'll pose as Medicare reps, Social Security agents, or even your grandchild in distress. Research suggests these cons are getting more sophisticated. Fake caller IDs, official-looking emails, and urgent threats about your accounts. Imagine a retired couple getting a call claiming their Social Security number is suspended unless they pay immediately. It sounds ridiculous, but in the moment, fear takes over. Many retirees don't realize how much personal data is already out there. Scammers know your name, age, even your hometown. They use it to build trust before striking. And it's not just phone calls. Fake investment schemes promise high returns on your IRA or treasury bills, draining life savings in weeks. The worst part? These scams look so legitimate that even tech-savvy retirees struggle to spot them. Your nest egg is their bullseye. The latest scam targeting retirees is downright chilling. Imagine getting a call from an IRS agent demanding immediate payment for back taxes. Except it's not the IRS at all. Scammers now use AI voice cloning to mimic official-sounding authorities. That gruff, urgent voice threatening arrest if you don't wire money or buy gift cards could be entirely synthetic. They prey on fear. The fake agent claims your Social Security number is frozen, your 401k has unpaid penalties, or your Medicare benefits will be revoked. They insist on secrecy. Don't tell your family or bank. Research suggests these AI clones can replicate regional accents and even mimic background office noises for authenticity. Scammers are now exploiting real financial stress to make their schemes more convincing. With inflation squeezing fixed incomes, fraudsters pose as debt relief specialists offering to renegotiate medical bills or credit card debt. For an upfront fee, of course. Others impersonate Medicare reps, claiming your plan requires an update to avoid cancellation, then stealing your enrollment details. The newest twist? Fake 401k audits. You're told your withdrawals triggered IRS penalties, and immediate payment via wire transfer or cryptocurrency will settle the issue. Some even send spoofed letters mimicking official Department of Labor letterhead. Always verify by contacting agencies directly using publicly listed numbers. Never callback numbers provided by the caller. Hang up on threats of arrest or account freezes. Real agencies don't operate that way. Freeze your credit if personal details are compromised. The scam starts with a panicked phone call. Someone claiming to be a lawyer or police officer says your grandchild is in jail. They'll insist it's urgent, that bail or legal fees must be paid immediately to avoid serious consequences. The voice might even sound like your grandchild in the background, crying for help. They'll pressure you to wire money fast, often to a fake bail bonds company or an untraceable account. Research suggests these callers use spoofed numbers that appear local, making it seem legitimate. They'll warn you not to tell anyone, no family, no bank, to avoid complicating the case. In reality, there's no grandchild in trouble, just a thief exploiting your love and fear. Many retirees have lost thousands this way. If you get such a call, hang up and contact your family directly. Never wire money under pressure. Law enforcement will never demand payment over the phone. These scams rely on speed and secrecy. Take a breath, verify the story, and protect your savings. Scammers now escalate the grandparent scam by sending fake court documents via email or text, forged bail orders with official-looking seals and case numbers. They may direct victims to pay through Bitcoin ATMs or gift cards, claiming it's court-approved. Some even impersonate public defenders, offering Zoom calls in fake courtrooms with actors posing as judges. A newer twist involves sending a courier to your home to collect cash, pretending to be a bail bonds agent. The FBI reports these criminals often hack social media first to learn family details, making their stories more convincing. They exploit the fact that many seniors assume wire transfers can be reversed. Once sent, the money is gone. If contacted, verify independently using known family phone numbers, never callback numbers provided by the caller. Financial institutions now train staff to spot elder fraud, so informing your bank can block suspicious transfers. Remember, real legal proceedings involve paperwork served in person, never urgent digital demands. You get a call out of the blue. Some smooth-talking financial advisor promises guaranteed high returns with zero risk. They sound professional, maybe even mention your 401k or IRA by name. But here's the truth. No legitimate investment offers sky-high returns without risk. These con artists push Ponzi schemes or fake exclusive opportunities, often targeting retirees who rely on fixed incomes. They'll pressure you to act fast, claiming the deal expires soon or only a few spots remain. Real advisors never operate this way. They'll never cold call you demanding immediate deposits or secrecy. Research suggests many victims lose life savings because they didn't verify credentials. Always check if the advisor's registered with FINRA or the SEC. A 5-minute search could save your nest egg. Imagine a retired couple transferring their $200,000 IRA into a can't-lose offshore fund, only to discover it never existed. These scams thrive on urgency and trust. Slow down, hang up, run the name past your bank or a fiduciary you already know. Your Social Security and savings took decades to build. Don't let a stranger dismantle them in one call. That email from your bank looks perfect, until you notice the tiny flaws. The logo's slightly blurry. The font isn't quite right. The link says secureloginbank.com instead of your actual bank's URL. These are the red flags. Scammers recreate login pages down to the last pixel, but they always slip up somewhere. Hover over links before clicking. Don't trust the displayed text. Check for misspellings or odd phrasing in the email. Your bank won't ask for your Social Security number or 401k details out of the blue. If you're unsure, open a new browser tab and type your bank's website manually. Never log in through an email link. That urgent security alert pressuring you to act fast? It's a trap. Legitimate institutions give you time. Your retirement savings took decades to build. Don't let a fake email dismantle them in one click. When in doubt, call your bank using the number on the back of your card, not the one in the suspicious email. Stay sharp. Your financial safety depends on it. Fraudsters now exploit AI voice cloning to impersonate bank representatives, making scams harder to detect. If you receive an unexpected call verifying your IRA or Medicare details, hang up immediately. Financial institutions never request sensitive data over unsolicited calls. For added security, enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, on all retirement and banking accounts. Monitor your 401k and Social Security statements for unauthorized withdrawals. Report discrepancies within 60 days to limit liability. Beware of investment opportunities, promising 8 to 10% returns. Legitimate brokerages rarely guarantee specific yields. The IRS will never demand immediate Bitcoin payments or threaten arrest. That's always a scam. Freeze your credit with all three bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, to prevent identity thieves from opening accounts in your name. Remember, no legitimate entity will rush you into financial decisions. If an offer seems too good, like a tax-free Roth IRA withdrawal hack, it's illegal. Always verify through official channels before acting. You might think online dating is just for the young, but scammers know better. They target lonely retirees, weaving elaborate love stories to get to your savings. That charming widow who messages you at odd hours? The military doctor stationed overseas who can't video call? Red flags. Romance scams often follow a pattern. Fast declarations of love, excuses to avoid meeting, then sudden emergencies needing money. Research suggests these criminals study their victims, mirroring interests and emotions to build false trust. A common tactic? The grandchild in trouble ploy, urgent hospital bills, bail money, or travel expenses. They'll pressure you to wire cash, send gift cards, or even withdraw from your IRA. Once the money's gone, so are they. Always verify identities through video calls. Never send money to someone you haven't met in person. If a new love interest asks for financial help, step back. Your bank won't call demanding gift card codes, and neither should someone who truly cares about you. When in doubt, call your bank using the number on the back of your card, not the one in the suspicious email. Stay sharp. Your financial safety depends on it. Here's how the Medicare upgrade scam works. You get a call out of nowhere claiming your coverage is about to expire unless you pay for a premium upgrade or hand over personal details. The voice on the other end sounds official, maybe even urgent, but it's all a lie. These scammers want your Medicare number, Social Security details, or even your bank information. They'll say anything to make you panic and act fast. Remember, Medicare will never call you out of the blue demanding payment or personal data. If you're unsure, hang up and call Medicare directly using the number on your official card or paperwork. Never trust caller ID. Scammers can fake it to look legit. Research suggests many retirees fall for these pressure tactics, especially when they're caught off guard. A good rule? Slow down. Legitimate agencies give you time to verify. If someone's rushing you, it's a red flag. Keep your Medicare cards safe, like you would your credit cards, and shred any documents with your Medicare number before tossing them. Stay sharp. Your health coverage and finances are too important to risk. When that phone rings and someone claims to be from Medicare or your bank, don't take their word for it. Scammers sound convincing. They might know your name or even details about your account. Here's what you do. Hang up immediately. Don't press any buttons or answer questions. Look up the official number yourself. Check your Medicare card, bank statement, or the company's real website. Call back using that verified number. Never trust an inbound call, even if the caller ID looks legit. Criminals spoof numbers to mimic real organizations. Research suggests many retirees lose savings by reacting to urgent-sounding calls about suspended benefits or fake debts. Take your time. Legitimate businesses won't rush you. If a caller demands gift cards, wire transfers, or personal info like your Social Security number, it's a scam. Imagine a retired couple who almost wired $5,000 to a fake IRS agent. They stopped just in time by calling the real IRS. Always verify. Your peace of mind is worth that extra step. Fraudsters now exploit AI voice cloning to impersonate loved ones in distress, urging wire transfers to help with emergencies. A common twist: Grandma, I'm jailed after a car crash. Send $8,000 bail via Bitcoin. These scams bypass skepticism by leveraging emotional triggers. If you get such a call, hang up and contact the family member directly through known numbers. Another emerging threat involves QR code scams. Fake Medicare payment overdue letters include malicious QR codes redirecting to phishing sites harvesting login credentials. Always navigate to official portals manually. The FTC reports investment scams targeting 401k rollovers, with fake advisors pushing unregistered securities, promising 12% returns. Verify credentials via FINRA's broker check before transferring funds. For IRA holders, watch for required minimum distribution phishing emails. Criminals spoof custodians like Fidelity, seeking account access. Legitimate firms never request sensitive data via email. Key rule: slow down. Scams thrive on urgency. A 75-year-old avoided a $15,000 tech support scam by insisting on calling Apple's published support line. The agent disconnected immediately. Here's something I've learned the hard way. Whenever someone asks for money, no matter how urgent or emotional the request seems, hit pause. Give yourself 24 hours before making any decision. Scammers and even well-meaning family members often rely on urgency to bypass your better judgment. That grandson in jail who needs bail money, the old friend suddenly facing eviction, the charity that needs donations by midnight, none of these are real emergencies. Use that day to sleep on it. Then, call a trusted family member or financial advisor, someone who isn't emotionally invested in the request. Run the situation by them. If it's legitimate, waiting won't hurt. If it's a scam, that delay gives you time to spot red flags. Research suggests most financial fraud relies on pressure tactics. A simple, "let me call you back tomorrow," diffuses them. This rule isn't just for strangers. Even with family, sudden requests for loans or gifts deserve scrutiny. Maybe your nephew genuinely needs help with medical bills, or maybe he's being reckless. That 24-hour window lets you verify facts, check your budget, and say no without guilt if needed. Your retirement savings took decades to build. Protect them with the same patience. Scammers love targeting retirees because they know we've spent decades building our nest eggs. The first red flag? Anyone promising guaranteed high returns. Real investments carry risk. Even treasury bills and CDs fluctuate. If an offer sounds too good to be true, it always is. Never trust social media ads or cold calls pushing exclusive opportunities. I once got a voicemail claiming I could double my IRA in 6 months. Pure fiction. Always verify through FINRA's broker check or the SEC's database before handing over a dime. These free tools show if the seller's licensed or has complaints. A retired neighbor lost $50,000 to a fake tax-free annuity scheme because he skipped this step. Legitimate advisors won't pressure you to decide on the spot. They'll explain fees clearly, no murky admin charges or hidden costs. Research suggests seniors lose billions yearly to fraud. Protect yourself. Ignore unsolicited offers. Check registration and consult a fiduciary. Your 401k and Social Security income took 40 years to grow. Don't let a slick-talking stranger wipe it out in 40 minutes. Slow, steady decisions keep your savings safe. That extra layer of security could mean the difference between keeping your retirement funds safe or watching them disappear overnight. Two-factor authentication acts like a second lock on your digital vault. Even if a scammer gets hold of your password, they hit a wall without that unique code sent to your phone or email. I set it up on every financial account after hearing one too many horror stories about drained 401k's and emptied IRAs. Banks don't always enable it by default, so you've got to take the initiative. It takes 2 minutes to turn on, but adds years of protection. Think of it like Medicare for your money, preventative care that stops disasters before they start. Email accounts need it too, since that's where password reset links land. I once got a phishing text pretending to be my credit union. The scammer had my username, but couldn't touch my CDs or treasury bills without that second verification step. Slow thieves move on to easier targets. This isn't just for tech-savvy folks. My neighbor in her 70s uses it religiously after her sister lost $8,000 to a fake Social Security call. The peace of mind is worth the slight hassle. Freezing your credit might sound complicated, but it's one of the simplest ways to protect your retirement savings from fraud. Think of it like putting a lock on your financial identity. No one can open new accounts or loans in your name without your permission. I did it myself last year after hearing about a retired couple who lost $12,000 to a scammer pretending to be from Medicare. It took me less than 30 minutes total, and I sleep better knowing my credit is locked down. Here's how it works. You contact each of the 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. They'll ask for basic details like your Social Security number and address. Once the freeze is in place, even you'll need to temporarily lift it if you apply for new credit. The best part? It's completely free, thanks to a federal law passed a few years back. Some retirees worry it'll be a hassle, but in most cases, you only need to unfreeze it once every few years, like when you're shopping for a new car or refinancing your home. Don't wait until something goes wrong. Research suggests a credit freeze stops the large majority of new account fraud attempts, and you don't need a computer to do it. A phone call to each bureau is enough. If a thief can't open credit in your name, half their playbook is gone. Here's something simple that could save you from losing thousands to scammers. Before sharing any personal details over the phone, whether it's about your Social Security, Medicare, or retirement accounts, ask one question. Can I call you back at your official number? A real agent won't hesitate. They'll give you a verifiable contact. Scammers? They'll panic, stall, or give you fake details. I've seen retirees get tricked into handing over their 401k info or IRA passwords because the caller sounded official. But here's the truth. No legitimate agency demands immediate action. If they pressure you, it's a red flag. You don't need to be tech-savvy to beat this. A little patience is the whole trick. If a caller can't wait for you to hang up and call back, that alone tells you it's a scam. Research suggests most fraudsters rely on urgency. They'll claim your Medicare is expiring or your IRA has a suspicious withdrawal. Don't engage. Hang up. Find the official number yourself, whether it's your bank, Social Security, or Medicare, and call back. That tiny pause could be the difference between safety and a drained retirement fund. Remember, you control the conversation. Never let a stranger rush you. If you've already fallen victim to a scam, don't panic, but act fast. First, report it to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov. They track scams and can help prevent others from losing money. Next, call your bank or credit card company immediately. They might reverse unauthorized charges or freeze your accounts to stop further damage. Freeze your credit with all 3 bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, so no one can open new accounts in your name. Change passwords for online banking, email, and retirement accounts, like your IRA or 401k. Scammers often try to access more funds once they have your information. If they got your Social Security number, contact the Social Security Administration to flag your account. Monitor your Medicare statements too. Fraudulent claims can happen. Document everything. Dates, calls, emails. This helps law enforcement and improves your chances of recovering lost funds. Even if the money's gone, reporting it creates a paper trail. Scammers rely on silence. Speak up. It protects you and others. Remember, damage control starts the moment you realize something's wrong. Every minute counts. Let me wrap this up with your final scam defense checklist. First, always verify who's calling. No legitimate agency demands immediate payment over the phone. Second, force delays. Scammers rush you, but real institutions give time. Third, double-check investment offers. If it sounds too good, it probably is. Fourth, enable two-factor authentication everywhere. It's your digital deadbolt. Fifth, freeze your credit. It stops thieves from opening accounts in your name. But here's the hard truth. No checklist is foolproof. Scammers adapt faster than we can warn you. That Medicare representative might cite real policy numbers. That broker could mimic a legitimate firm's website. Even with precautions, sophisticated schemes slip through, especially when they prey on loneliness or fear. If you suspect fraud, act fast. Call your bank, freeze accounts, file an FTC report. Minutes matter. Once money leaves your account, recovery chances drop sharply. Remember, embarrassment keeps many retirees silent. But speaking up isn't weakness. It's how we protect others. Keep this list handy, but stay skeptical. In the end, your gut is the best alarm system you've got.